It's getting scary, y'all. What is it? What is the it that's getting scary? I don't know. Life, existence, the nation, the world. Little meteoroids flying through the solar system that could just change course and kill us. Feeling a little existential today. Feeling a little ponderous about the fate of everyone alive on this planet right now. I, like many of you, watched the presidential debate for the new upcoming United States election recently. Actually, I was at VidCon, about to go on a panel streaming the presidential debate from my iPhone backstage. And then I went on stage and talked about being a creator and being silly online. And there's as like democracy's like falling, and Joe Biden's like falling asleep on stage and going Joe Biden. So as some of y'all know, I moved to this country last year. Got a visa, did the whole thing, immigrated, and kind of having second thoughts about it naturally. Now, scared to say some of this because I'm sure someone will be like, okay, well, if you hate America, liberal, why the fuck did you move here? I don't hate America. Listen to me. Okay, let me clear my thoughts and then we'll get into this. Okay. Oh, brother, it's happening again. You're losing an argument against that big orange man because you're falling asleep. You don't know why you're so sleepy, but you know who would know? A doctor. A doctor that can figure out what's going on in your body. So, enter ZocDoc, the place where you can find and book tens of thousands of top-tier doctors, all with verified patient reviews, okay? You know, there's things in your life where you have to compromise, like, getting iPhone 14 instead of iPhone 15. Am I right? But you should never compromise on your health and your doctor. So check out ZocDoc, where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable and listen to you and prioritize your health and give you the care that you need. Okay? You can go to ZocDoc.com/mama and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/mama, ZocDoc.com/mama. Hey, mamas, are you feeling sluggish? Falling asleep during important things like a math test, a presidential debate that has the fate of democracy hanging in the balance? Well, then why don't you try yourself some Liquid IV, okay? It's the #1 powdered hydration brand in America. Listen, mamas, it's hard enough for me, the water god, the drip lord, to get all the liquid in my body that I need. But with Liquid IV, you get 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink. Tear, pour, live more. 8 vitamins and nutrients. 4 delicious sugar-free flavors. You got white peach, you got green grape, you got raspberry melon. It's delicious. It's crazy. And get this. You can turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code DRAMA at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code DRAMA at liquidiv.com. So, I moved to the U.S. last year and on an O1 visa, and now I'm here. And I moved knowing that obviously that Donald Trump exists and that Joe Biden exists, and they are both terrible in their own fucking ways. Obviously knew that. I'm not like blindsided. I'm not like, oh my god, when did we suddenly have 2 seniors home escapees running doing a dick size contest for the presidency? Like, I knew. Duh. But I still wanted to move because my friends are here. I happen to like a lot of restaurants in the United States. I happen to enjoy fucking Trader Joe's. And I get mad seasonal depression if I'm in Canada, my home country, during the winter time. So lock me up and sue me for wanting to move. But I'm I'm not blind to politics. I'm not blind to what's going on in the world, but, like, it's really hitting me, specifically after watching that debate, how dire the situation is looking for the United States. It's perfectly summarized by this meme that I saw, where it's like, it's the meme where it's like the path forks, and there's two different ways you can go. And it's like, one side is like Joe Biden. It's like the picture of Patrick about to do a fucking, like a 3-pointer basketball shot. And it's like if you vote for Joe Biden, it's like another $20 trillion to Israel. And then if you vote for Donald Trump, it's like, it's like the 7th ring of hell, and then it's like Project 2025, and I didn't even know what the fuck that was, so I had to look it up, and Jesus Christ. And it really feels like there's, I mean, thankfully, I will not be voting because I can't vote, because I'm not a citizen. I'm a Canadian citizen. I have no fucking skin in this teeth. And you know what? I have the extreme privilege of being able to hit the fucking road if push comes to shove. I was also spiraling in a really big way about a few weeks ago because I found out what selective service was. And I didn't fucking realize that selective service is like basically the draft. Like, I always knew the U.S. had the draft. So, like, if they go to war, they just draft all men like ages 18 to 26, and then you have to go fight in the fucking war. But I was like, that doesn't apply. Duh, why would that apply to me? I'm not like a United States citizen. So I find out what selective service is, and it says on their website, it says virtually all men who are immigrants to the United States must enroll in selective service. And furthermore, if you don't do that, then say you want to become a citizen, which I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna become a U.S. citizen. Hell fucking no. They can like deny you because you didn't enroll in the selective service. And selective service is like, if there's war, they draft you and you go to fight in war. It's like, So, but then I looked into it more, and somehow, by the skin of my teeth, by the grace of fucking God, the specific type of visa that I'm on, I don't have to enroll in it. Whew. So, that sent me spiraling. But then I started thinking more. I was like, would I even want to fight for this country? Is like Trader Joe's worth having to like fight in like World War III? Like, I don't fucking know. And here I am yapping from a place of fucking privilege. I get that like so many of you are Americans and like don't get to I don't know, have like a fucking escape route that I do. I feel so incredibly oh my fucking God, so incredibly lucky and privileged to be from Canada. And, you know, if things get too hairy, I can dip, I can leave. And mind you, that's what they did in the Vietnam War. So many Americans came to Canada and defected when they were supposed to get drafted. So, hey, if you want to come on down, we're not going to stop you. We have literally no border. It's just trees. Come to Canada. Illegally immigrate to Canada. Men of the Week's official... So... where to begin? I want to say it's very funny how every VidCon, by the way, I went to VidCon, it was a hoot and a holler. Thank you everyone that came to my live podcast taping. I decided last minute to not make it a live podcast taping, and I just did like, I did like a little stand-up set that I thought would be funny, and I hope it was funny, and I recorded it, and I'll probably post it on here eventually. But yeah, there was no podcast. Sorry if you were expecting like a podcast taping. I did a character where I was someone named Benito Vladislav, and I was like a Russian social media guru, and then I like ran around the stage and I was like screaming, and my voice fucking hurt for 3 days afterwards. But I don't know, it was fun. I had fun. Lock me up. And I'll probably post it on here soon. But I was gonna say, it's very funny how every VidCon, it's like the most like like environment, and then the most crazy fucking historical thing will happen. Like, it was either last VidCon or 2 VidCons ago. The Supreme Court just got rid of fucking Roe v. Wade, and we all just went to VidCon the next day, and we were like... And then this year, it was like the Donald Trump-Joe Biden debate, and we literally saw Joe Biden fumble the entire fucking presidency before our eyes by literally falling asleep, be like, and then we all went to VidCon. So, no, it's feeling increased. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this already. I have 15 minutes in, horrible fucking memory, but 8 minutes in, I can't even fucking read. Lost my podcast microphone, so we are back to holding the iPhone. No, America's feeling increasingly dystopian to me, and I want it to be better. I think America is a awesome concept and has so much potential to be so awesome, and there keeps being things that are not awesome at all that happen to it. And I would just love if everyone could get along and everyone could be happy, and there was maybe one or two more options between sleepy bumbling idiot who is a war criminal or angry fucking raging idiot who is also a war criminal. That would be great, in my ideal perfect world in Ben's America. But there isn't. Oh, I wanted to get into, I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm holding my phone really weirdly, so I'm hoping I didn't fuck up the microphone. But let me read you. Okay, so I found out what Project 2025 is recently, and it's also known as the Presidential Transition Project, and this is what Donald Trump and like the MAGA people want to do if he gets elected. I don't know how much of this is like actually reflective of what Trump wants to do, because to be honest, I don't fucking listen to what Trump wants to do. I can guess, and my guess is not good. So, but let's go through a few of these things. Let's go through the things that Donald Trump wants to do. They want to recognize America as a Christian nation, but make a commitment to institutional separation between church and state. Okay, awesome. Cool. Climate change mitigation. They want to not only nullify Joe Biden's executive orders on climate change, they propose abandoning strategies for reducing greenhouse gas emissions responsible for climate change, including by repealing regulations that curb emissions, downsizing the fucking EPA, and abolishing the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. So basically, if you are a government person who's like, hey guys, let's fix the environment, they want you fucking dead. They want to grind you up and make sausages out of your knuckles. So that's awesome. What the fuck else do we have here that was just like so crazy to read? Issues of identity. Oh, this will be good. Project 2025 attacks what it calls the radical gender ideology and promotes the ideal that the government should maintain a biblically based social science reinforced definition of marriage and family. To achieve this end, it proposes the recognition of only heterosexual men and women, the removal of protection against discrimination on the basis of sexual or gender identity, and the elimination of... Okay, you fucking get where we're going there. Holy shit. Immigration. Ooh, that's a fun one. I'm not even going to read that. You can fucking guess. So, that's... And, as crazy as all of that sounds, I always have to remind myself... Sorry, I'm in my pajamas. I always have to remind myself, hey, half of the country, wants that. Half of the country would like for all of that to happen. So it's not exactly something that you can just, ignore and be like, well, that's all Donald. That's Donald doing it. No. It's kind of like hundreds of millions of people want those things. So it makes me start to realize and reflect, if that's half the country that has completely different values and morals than me, is this a country I want to live in? I don't know. I flip-flop and I go back and forth between do I see myself living there forever? Which the answer is increasingly no in my mind, but it's hard. It's such a whoa scale tipper, because there's so many amazing things about the United States, and there's so many horrible things about the United States, and it's like perfectly yin and fucking yang. Like, it's about as yin as yang as it gets. Like, yes, you can get Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups, but at the same time, you can live in Flint, Michigan, and have water that would kill you in 2 weeks. So, now, immediately, I'm saying here, I 100% see myself living in the U.S. for, like, I don't know, at least the next 10 years. But I don't, though, at the trajectory that it's going, I don't see it getting much better. I don't know. I saw this thing. It was like the whole world is kind of like shifting to the right, which is taking like shape in very many forms, especially here in Canada. Ew. I just went to move the fucking chair that my iPad is on, and I touched like the grease, like the shaft of it. And then and there was like freaking grease all over. What the hell? Look at that duck. Crazy. So I'm finding myself, which I'm sure many of you are also finding yourself, struggling with being able to process any of this. Process the two options that are available for president. Process the futures that both presidents bring. One being a little bit scarier than the other, duh. At VidCon, I actually had this guy come up to me when I was like waiting in line for food with my friends Jazzy and Coy. And I had not eaten for literally fucking 24 hours. It got bad, and this is not on like some ED shit. Although that is coming back a little bit. I don't know how to fight that demon. I was like so hungry, and we just like forgot to eat meals for the past 24 hours. And this dude comes up to me, and like he's like, "Can I get a picture?" I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "But wait, can I get a video?" I'm like, "Yes." And he starts recording. He's like, "Hey Ben, how's your VidCon?" I'm like, "My VidCon is going good." And he's like, "I have a question for you. Who are you voting for, President Joe Biden or Donald Trump?" And I'm like, and I think I just went like full rude mode. I was like, "I'm not voting. I can't vote. I am Canadian." And he's like, yeah, but who'd you vote for? I'm like, I'm not fucking saying. And I'm saying this on podcast now because I'm realizing that it's looking like I don't care, which I do. So if that fucking video comes out, I don't even know who this guy was, but if the video comes out and you see me and I'm not immediately saying I'm voting for Joe Biden, pump the fucking brakes, okay? I was flustered and I had negative 50 blood sugar level. So, and then he like he fucking wouldn't go away. He like kept asking me, and then he went away, and then he came back, and he was like, he said this one thing that really just like was so dystopian to me. Mind you, this guy, he said it was his first year voting in an election, and I was like, oh, congrats. And he was like an Indian dude, and he said to me, I'm trying to remember, he was like, I don't really care that much about politics. I just think it's fun. And it was I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? You don't really care about politics, but it's fun. I think that shoving an entire Dyson air blade up my asshole and then turning it on to fucking heat mode and cooking my insides from my butthole would be more fun than like politics in the United States. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this a real person in front of me? Ow. There's a fucking cable around my fucking leg and I'm fucking overstimulated. Get the fuck off! Sorry. Oh, brother, it's 4th of July, and a boat has crashed into your uncle's boat, and you're capsizing, and your leg is just busted beyond belief. Well, where are you going to go for that, silly? You need to get that checked out, little buster. Your leg's bent backwards. Go to your doctor. and get your doctor on ZocDoc, the place where you can find and book doctors who will make you feel comfortable, listen to you, and prioritize your health, okay? ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is 24 to 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments. And you can go to ZocDoc.com/mama and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/mama, ZocDoc.com/mama. 4th of July is coming up, and you're going to be out in the sun cooking like a little sea biscuit. So, make sure you stay hydrated, because otherwise you'll be like SpongeBob and Patrick in the SpongeBob movie when they're like drying out and dying painful deaths. Liquid IV is great. It's like a hydration multiplier. You just add it to your water. One stick to 16 ounces of water, and you're hydrating better than water alone, okay? It's like no water just dropped. You get 8 vitamins and nutrients. They're non-GMO, free from gluten, dairy, and soy. You know, a lot of those make me fart, but that's not going to happen with Liquid IV, baby. You get delicious sugar-free flavors like white peach, green grape, raspberry melon, and lemon lime. And get this, you can turn your ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code DRAMA at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code DRAMA at liquidiv.com. It was so weird. I was like, is this a fucking game to you, Lil Buster? Is the future of our great nation a fucking game to you? It was so weird. It was such a strange interaction, and I was very hungry, so I was very rude to him around the end of the conversation, but I don't really feel fucking bad, because don't ask me who I'm voting for the president, especially after I say, I'm not voting. So, back to apathy about the future of our nation. I find it very hard to think about it for any like extended period of time. I have a general just kind of inkling that it's not going to go the way that a lot of us want it to go. I think a lot of us forgot about Donald Trump, and boom, he's like 30% ahead in the polls. Fuck. So that's what I've kind of been bracing for, and it's actually to the point where my immigration lawyer reached out to me and was like, hey, Ben, so, you know, with Donald Trump probably becoming president next year, we should look into getting you a green card. So if he decides one day and wakes up, let's cancel all the visas, you won't lose your entire life. Should we do that? So now I'm in the process of getting a fucking green card so it doesn't happen. And I don't even necessarily want to be a permanent resident of the United States, but I would like for me to be able to visit my apartment that I live at, and not just like go home to Canada one day and then like come back or like fly back to my house and then realize that you can't come back in or some shit. I don't know. I know that's probably like very alarmist, but better fucking safe than sorry. You never know. And all I think about, I'm here yet once again yapping here from like extreme fucking privilege. All I think about is like the people this will affect, because like realistically, I am so not affected by how it'll go. I mean the immigration issue is like the kind of only Trumpian thing that like really freaks me out directly. But holy fuck, the other things, and just as a human on Earth. Having the largest or the largest economy in the world say, actually, we're going to get rid of all environmental regulations. And if you're a company and you want to fucking put gravel inside eggs because it's cheaper, go ahead. Or if you want to just like dump all your nuclear waste in the Mississippi River because it's cheaper, go the fuck ahead. That's a little scary. Duh. So, obviously, I am not as affected as it of it. Fucking hell. I am not that affected by it as a lot of my best friends who are American, and a lot of them are in groups that are fucking double, triple points affected. Like, the triple whammy. Like, the lesbians. Fuck. So, and a lot of other people. Sorry, I don't know why just lesbians were like, I was like, who the fuck is this going to affect? And this is going to affect the lesbians. Holy so, it's, I just stewed over it for 21 minutes in a state of dread and, simmering panic. But believe it or not, there's actually something you can do, and it's something called fucking voting. And just when you think it's so bad and that your vote out of how many 300 million people are in the United States that are also casting votes, it's just no matter how small you think it is, it's not small. Please fucking vote. If you are not registered to vote, okay, I don't actually know how this shit works. I think you have to register to vote so that you can vote. So, like, don't wait until, like, November and be like, you know what? I am going to vote. I don't think that shit works. Go register to vote and then vote. You have two options. This is not fucking hard. And if you are a lazy, literally my roommate won't vote. Lazy son of a bitch. Get your ass off Apex. If you're listening to this, get the fuck off Apex. Register to vote. It's not that hard. And then you can feel a little bit better. I remember one of my like social studies teachers growing up was like, if you don't vote, you can't complain. Or there was definitely like a whippier way to fucking say it, but it was like, by not voting, you lose the right to complain or some shit, which makes sense. Like, duh, yeah. If you don't like how the government is, but you didn't fucking vote, then it's like, shut up, because you're actually part of the problem, idiot, dumbass. Oh, I thought there was like something burrowing in my walls, but I realized there's like the faintest sound coming from this pigeon video. So this was a really light podcast episode for y'all, and I really hope you fucking enjoyed it. Fucking say nice episode. It's not that important. Or no, I'll say no. This podcast for like the past 4 years, back even when it was the I Almost Died podcast, was run by a studio, and now it's run by me. Or next episode, it will be run by me, and I'm, a little nervous. No, I'm not nervous. Nothing is going to change. Listen, okay, here's some fucking tea. I was going to end this shit today, like a few months ago. Like, I knew the podcast, the contract with the studio was coming up, and I was like, I'm going to fucking end it. But it's fun, and I'm just having fun, and it's fun to just yap. And if I didn't have this, then I'd actually have to go to therapy, which I don't want to fucking do. So I decided to keep it running. But now we get to have so much more fun, because I can like post whatever I want on this channel. I'm going to I want to try out video essays, like an actual good video essay. I know sometimes I like bait y'all. Like, you might click on one of these videos and think it's gonna be like a well thought out video essay with like fun visuals, and it's just like me sitting in front of a 12-hour pigeon video, yapping about something incoherently. So there's a few like topics that I want to like make like proper 30-minute to an hour long videos about. They're like video. I just always want to make a fucking video essay, and I'm gonna do it. And I can do it now. So, and and also you guys give me so much love and attention on here that why would I stop? But genuinely, like, whenever like people like recognize me in public and like are like, I love your blank piece of content, a lot, like the majority of the time it's this podcast, because it's fun and we're just chatting, we're just chilling, and I get a lot out of it, and I hope you get a lot out of it, and why would I give that up, you fucking idiot? So it's not going anywhere. There will be a lot less ads, let me fucking tell you. That showed it to you. Okay. I don't know. Anyways, let's trade this week's Rama. For this week's for last fucking week's drama, or the last few, I've been, like, reading people's dramas that are literally just crimes, and I feel like I opened Pandora's box, because now every single drama y'all send me is, like, actually horrific. So, hey, for future dramas you want me to read, how about, like, fun little things, like, relationship advice, or something like that. Maybe not like I witnessed a murder, because that is for the FBI and not for Men of the Week. And if you would like me to read your drama in a future episode of the Drama Mama podcast, please comment it down below on the YouTube video version of this podcast. Thank you very much. Thank you. This week's drama comes from at boop boom. Drama. There's this girl in my school. She's 12 and her boyfriend is 17, almost 18. What should I do? Tried to talk with her, but she won't listen. By the way, love the video. So, definitely, first of all, what fucking school do you go? If you're at, like, one of those K-12 schools, that's so scary. Those, like, freak me the fuck out, because why is there, like, a kindergartner going to school with a literal, like, with, like, 17, 18-year-olds? That's fucking, that's bonkers to me. Definitely rat her out to her parents, if you can, or, like, any adult. What the fuck? Like, what? And the second the motherfucker turns 18, rat him out to the police, please. Holy shit. That's not even drama. Once again, just a crime. So thank you for that. And with that being said, I'll see you next Wednesday. And hopefully I find my podcast mic. I probably won't. I don't know where it is. So we're on. What is this fuzz in my hair? Okay, I love y'all. Bye.